So, as I was saying, covered a lot of topics. Number one, I felt bad about closing the blast doors because I got really paranoid that if people, like, if NPCs were following me, they'd be screwed over and they would never be able to follow in my footsteps because they'd have these impenetrable blast doors. When I explained this to my best friend, he looked at me like I was completely insane. He was probably right. That was Kyle, by the way.
I know who your best friend is. But
Crap.
Thank you.
Huh. This is going to be a problem. Maybe I need to play through this segment on my own and just like skip past it. Let's try running it one more time. And hopefully what I'll try to do is avoid just triggering it in the first place. And then that won't be an issue. You're gonna take some weekly shit. I guess I'll see you some other time, hopefully when I can watch. Hey, I hope so too. Take care, Dolphinic Anarchy. Are you from Wanderbot's channel? I don't know. But, whatever. If you are, I'm glad that you stopped over here anyway, and you've stuck around even though I'm not Wanderbot. Stop running headlong into turrets, Bird. I'm not running into turrets, thank you very much. I'm running into the lasers that trigger the turrets. There is a big difference, and I will kindly ask you to respect that. So what I'm going to do is instead of doing what I have been doing, which was a big dummy stupid thing, I'm going to go ahead and chuck a grenade over by those scientists and go ahead and kill the turrets that way. And let the scientists deal with the problem of the fact that they're going to die a horrible, horrible, painful death. Huh. That didn't work at all. My big dummy stupid plan, well, okay, he's dead now. But at least he's not me, so... You know, that's okay by me. Ow! And that also triggered the blast door. Let's try... Okay. No more horrible, painful deaths. Well, oh, but they just gave me a bunch of grenades, so this is definitely the right thing to do. Yes. Indiscriminately chuck explosives. The right thing to do. I'm gonna chuck one there to try and bounce it around. I'm gonna chuck one there to try and bounce it around. And did that kill both of the turrets? It sounds like I did that perfectly. And what I can do now is crouch under there and Indiana Jones it. Those blast doors can in fact crush you to death. So, that was probably the stupidest way I could have done it. But hey, looked good. Okay. Let's avoid walking to these claymores. We'll pop over here. And we'll definitely use this first aid. Oh, thank God. Glad to see this thing. They seem to... The level design of this game is great. They always know exactly when you're going to get completely and royally fucked up by something or other. Like that. Whoa, oh, there was the G-Man. He was up there. I'm going to go ahead and reload anyway because I was right there. And... I just took a ass load of Claymore. You were able to disarm those things. And I really wish that you could still do such a thing. But instead, what we're going to do is just shoot them, which you cannot actually do in real life, that's for sure. If explosives could be disarmed by... Hi, G-Man. If explosives could actually be triggered by a bullet like that, they would be very, very useless. Who was speaking to me? I don't know. It was some sort of weird announcement thing. But I assume that they were saying, like, please shoot Gordon on sight. He is anti-citizen number 1. Cleanse, contain, all that jazz. Wrong game. Whatever. Let's pick up this stuff. As you can tell, they're totally giving me a ton of like ammunition and health and stuff. So you know what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna get fucked over by something, and all that stuff is gonna go away immediately. Is this where we start to see the grunts? I know what happens in this chapter. Yes, here it is. Perfect. Let's chuck the grenade down. Holy crap. That machine gun effect is a lot cooler than I expected it would be. Those grenades do not appear to be working as well as I'd hoped, but we'll hit them with the revolver and fix it that way. That was a great death sound effect. The death sound effects from the original Half-Life 1 were awesome too, but that was like a very much like... It was great. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Best gun in the game, best gun in the game. It's the MP5 with the attached grenade launcher. If you've ever seen Prop Hunt, I now have the Prop Hunt gun. I mean, you're not the... It was the Claymores you can shoot, yeah. It's not the shitty Prop Hunt gun, aka the shotgun. This is the real Prop Hunt gun, aka the one with the noob tube. I'm gonna take a sip of water during this loading screen. So if I'm quiet, that's why. Okay, that was not really a sip of water. That was like, you know, a lot more than that, than just a sip. That was a whole glass. Okay, here we are. Now this whole segment was designed purely to show off the AI of the grunts. But what you can just do is you can just let them come to you like that. And take a lot of bullets. Ow, ow. Wow, that is a great sound effect. They make him sound intimidating as fuck. That's awesome. Come on. Come on. Try to cheese him. His aim isn't nearly as good as mine because I guess he's not actually aiming at where he thinks I am, which would be what like a person would do. Ow! What the hell was that? He shot me through the damn crack right there. Okay. That's all the grunts in this area. But as you can tell, they are tough cookies. That took a lot of my health out. There's a health pack right here though, so that's good. Is there anything else in this area? There is an armor pickup on the second floor, and oh, not even that. There's just a health station right over here. This might be one of the only times where I'm gonna have, important to stay hydrated, absolutely. One of the only times I may have a respectable amount of health and armor in this game, and it's going to immediately get completely squandered because, like I said, this is how this game rolls. Yep, 75 armor. I'm gonna run into like a claymore or just a bunch of bastards or whatever, and that'll be the end of this 100 health, 75 armor good times that we got going on here. But you know, we can always look back on these moments. We can just remember, like, you remember when Birdcatcher had all that armor? I do. It was glorious. We're gonna use that barrel as an explodey like that. Remember I said I was going to do something stupid like run into a claymore? Yeah, I blew myself up a little bit. But only a little bit. Only a little bit. And totally unnecessary that I even needed to do that. I just thought it would look cool. Whatever. Let's hit that thing. That blew up the other claymore. And this segment, I always went to the left. I know you can approach this in very different ways. So I'm going to just continue that time-honored tradition of going to the left first. And I heard grunts. I don't see grunts. Ow, 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 ow. Huh. Gordon is, I assume that's his head rolling, but that is silly. Okay. That was unexpected, but hey, actually I got spawned before I decided to do something purely for the sake of looking cool. So today I learned something. I learned that by hitting that thing, I ended up resulting in my own horrific death. And we are not going to play the whole going left thing anymore. Just going to, instead we're going to go right. And we'll just deal with left problem. We'll leave that as a problem for future me to deal with. So there are barnacles everywhere, and there are grunts everywhere. Those are the two things that pretty much define this area. And they are currently not looking for me, but they will very soon. As soon as one sees me, this whole segment just basically blows up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this thing first. And start taking this conveyor belt. I want to kill this thing in case the conveyor belt winds up being too fast for me, and it just sends me back flying into it like that. So, it's a trap. It makes you think that you have to crouch to get it through this area, but you don't. You can just walk through it incredibly slowly. And there should be there's head crabs, sure, but there should also be grunts. And I don't see any grunts, but I sure as hell do see a lot of head crab. I don't want to go backwards too fast because it took me a while to get over here in the first place. And damn it. Okay, oh, I can sprint too. I can just sprint on the conveyor belt. That makes it a lot easier. Last head crab for this area. Last head crab for this area. Last head crab for this area. Yes, all head crabs are now taken care of. We're going to leave these explosive barrels be That seems like a really stupid idea. We're gonna put these explosive barrels in a corner and just ensure that I don't do something stupid with them. And I don't think I did a very good job of ensuring that I didn't do anything stupid with them, because I totally anticipated that the explosive barrel was going to send the other explosive barrel over into me and make my life a hell of a lot worse. Turns out it didn't. So, hooray! I need to go up on that conveyor belt. There's nothing left to explore in this area, so we'll go back up onto this conveyor belt, begin our sprint maneuver from earlier, and I see. If I'm up on the sides, I do, in fact, have to crouch through, so I need to be... I heard him. Let's get our machine gun out. And where is he? He's over there. Okay. Okay, there's explosive barrels. There's explosive barrels. I'm gonna try and avoid getting the explosive barrels used on myself. So what I'm gonna do is chuck the grenade like that. Did that do anything? That exploded near the explosive barrels, so it should have triggered them. And it appears to have not, but I should be able to do that. That wasted all my armor. Well, whatever. At least I got some grenades out of the deal. And there's some health right here. So that wasn't the cleanest way I could have attempted that segment, but it wasn't a total disaster. And you know what? Good enough for me. Let's move on to the next segment.